Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm the Monk, and today we're kind of doing like a first impressions video on Chivalry 2. Now, a few days ago I posted that I just started playing it, I just picked it up and I kind of recorded my thoughts there and then. But after, what, 3-4 days of playing this game, I figured I'd give you my general impressions of this game. This isn't a review. I obviously don't think it's fair to do a full review on a game that I've played in beta. It was closed beta as well, so I'm sure a few things will be tweaked and changed and hopefully polished up because yeah, it's an interesting one. Anyway, this game is on PlayStation, Xbox, PC. It's been published by Tripwire Interactive, and it will set you back at around $34.99. That's UK pounds. Obviously, American dollars, it's a little bit more. It's not a AAA rated game, and the price represents that. Is it worth its money? That's the big question. I'm not too sure on this, to be fair, at the moment. So this game is like a medieval PvP type of thing. It's player versus player. Kind of, they do death matches, and they also do kind of like capture the flag, or capture the castle. Anyway, there's this siege aspect, which is quite fun. You can either defend it or attack it. These were the 3 maps that I managed to play on the beta. There didn't seem to be any more, and as of yet, I don't know if any more are actually going to be out on full release. At the moment, there are death matches, and there is the siege. The siege is massive. It's a gigantic map, which I really enjoyed playing. I didn't play it as much as I'd like to have played it, but the siege aspect of this game was so fun. The castle was massive. You start out, into battle. You got the king leading out the men. Big battle. There's catapults and ballistics and all kinds of stuff like that. You're kind of like, you're attacking the castle. You got to find a way in. Walls are down. You got to breach the walls and open the gates so more men can come in, or it's easier for them to come in. Stuff like that. I found that really fun. Honestly, really great fun. The combat itself was really fun as well. There's 4 different classes. Every class has a subclasses. You can level them up, and unlock different weapons, and every class has its own ability, which is quite cool. I liked playing the knight class. I had a horn which could kind of like heal people around me. There was other people that could put down like a flag or a standard, and everyone within range of that would get healed as well. There was other people with like Molotovs, I guess. And by the way, do not stand in fire. I spent much of my game on fire. Believe it or not, if you stand in fire, you will catch fire. Kind of crazy, huh? I liked this aspect of the game, to be fair. There was things like that I really enjoyed. Like it was an interactive map. You could go to the blacksmiths, for instance, and pick up a hammer. You could then proceed to throw the hammer at the head of an enemy. I liked this thing. You could also do the same thing with chickens, or buckets, or anvils, or just random severed heads. I liked it. Also, if you saw a weapon around the map, you could actually go up to it, pick it up, and well, that's your weapon now. Again, these small details, these little things are things that I really enjoyed. I think it helps to bring a certain sense of immersion into the game. Now, I'm not saying that this is one of those games that you're going to spend hundreds upon hundreds of hours in, and something that you're going to have to grind out all these levels and classes and stuff like that. This is a casual take on a medieval, hack and slash combat type of scenario. It is first person, it is third person. It's up to you how you want to play the game, but I'm glad that option is there as well, that you can toggle in between third and first. Personally, I preferred playing it in third person. It gave me a little bit more spatial awareness being on the Xbox playing this, other than the PC. So I think that I had a little bit more of an advantage playing this in third than first. But I did enjoy my experience. The weapons do feel quite varied. I think they're very fitting for the time as well. You can kind of just button smash. You can, hit the attack button once to do one standard attack. If you hit it 2 or 3 times, that's when you kind of went into some kind of combo. And for me on the Xbox, if I pulled my left trigger, I would be able to defend or block an attack, and I have as like a stamina bar, so every time I'm hit the stamina bar goes down, and that kind of tells you how long I can block or defend myself for before my weapon breaks. Your weapons and shields can break in this game. They have like a durability, which is quite cool, and of course if your weapon gets all kinds of messed up, you have to go ahead around the battlefield, look for another weapon. You could always pick up your secondary weapon. Me personally, I had a short sword for my secondary weapon. I quite liked running around trying to find a shield and doing sword and shield, but the real power, the real attack value in this game comes from those heavy two-handed weapons. They were quite fun. The massive, running onto the field with a massive battle axe, or even having a claymore, that was quite fun too. Me doing this right now with a sword and like that short little sword, that shield, and it didn't go very well. I died. In fact, I died a lot in this game. I died in incredibly a lot. Just a lot. I think there is a learning curve to this game. It's all about timing. But, in the end, I did actually get okay at the game. I could win quite a lot of one-on-ones. This is one of those games, however, that if it's 2-on-1, well, you're just dead, okay? You're just dead. They're going to get an angle on you, and they're going to hit you. A couple of hits, and you're all gone. So there is a saving grace. You can get downed. You can get picked up. However, it's very rare that you ever manage to actually get out of there alive. Because as you can see, you just kind of mob them. It's quite fun. The little cutscenes are very few and far between. But when you do get one of those little cutscenes at the beginning of the battle, maybe at the end of the battle, it looks good. The graphics in this game may not be outstanding, but they definitely work for the time, and they look okay. I never had any problems while playing this game, to be honest with you. I never had any dashboarding or stuttering. There was no clipping or anything like that. It was a really well put together game, never crashed out or anything like that. I loved it, to be honest with you. And as you can see right now, I found a table with a few interactable items, and I'm just lobbing them out. A bit of bread here, why not try and lob that at an enemy as well? It's these sort of things where you can just have a bubble and a laugh. You don't have to take this game too seriously, and I think that's what gives this game full credit, if I'm honest with you. I do think that you could have a lot more fun playing with friends rather than playing on your jack like I did, but I did have fun playing this game. So yeah, big thumbs up there. Would I recommend buying it at 35 quid? Honestly, I don't know. That's a simple answer with it. I said this at the beginning of this video. I don't know if this is worth the money. Honestly, I don't see the longevity myself. But if you're into this sort of game, I think for 34 quid, if you think you can put enough hours into it, pick it up, have a go. If you've played the kind of the beta yourselves, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. And if you're going to pick this game up again, let me know why. Why is it this game appeals to you? Let me know, because I'm always very interested to know what my viewers think of the games that I review and look into. But guys, that is it from me. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you learned something, or maybe you found it entertaining, please don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on more videos just like this. Will I be getting this game on release? Honestly, right now, I don't know. I was actually kindly given access to the closed beta by Tripwire. But I just don't know if I'm going to buy it yet. The jury's out. Let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see me buy this game and maybe do some more content on it, because, maybe that will help me make up my decision. But otherwise, guys, I've been the Monk, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.